From Cardinal Television Studio, I'm Kelsey Braun with your Fisher News Brief. New reports of drugging and rapes at one University of Southern California fraternity house has enraged students. Many are calling for the school to get rid of the entire fraternity system, while others say that's going too far. Lori Perez has the story.
If you don't have my consent! If you don't have my consent!
Protests continued on USC's Fraternity Row Monday as more allegations have emerged of sexual assaults at multiple houses, stunning but not surprising some students.
Just because of the culture we live in and the lack of accountability, and then just how DPS responded with giving tips on how not to be raped when they should have been telling rapists not to rape women.
Over the weekend, DPS, the Campus Department of Public Safety, confirmed they've contacted LAPD about a number of new claims of sexual assaults and drugging at USC fraternities. These new allegations echoing 7 reports made last week involving the Sigma Nu House. Since then, the university has paused all social activities at fraternities, but some in this crowd say it should be permanent.
This isn't new. This isn't extraordinary. This has been happening, and it's going to continue to happen until we abolish Greek life.
Monday, the editorial board of the university newspaper agreed, calling for the school to abolish the Interfraternity Council, writing in part, Sigma Nu is only one part of an entire institution that perpetuates sexual violence. To prevent such horrific instances in the future, the university must move to dismantle the entire IFC system that upholds this misogynistic framework. But others say abolishing frats will just transfer the problem. Monday, protesters engaged with members of this fraternity in what they called productive conversation about how together they can change a culture.
Getting rid of the frats isn't going to solve everything because people who sexually assault will still keep doing it. They'll just find different places to do it.
Oil prices are climbing, but the value of Tesla is climbing faster than one legacy energy company. The house that Elon Musk built is now worth more than $1 trillion. That's more than the 11 largest automakers combined. It also gives its founder a unique bragging right. Tesla's stock jumped more than 12% after announcing a deal with Hertz to purchase 100,000 of the company's electric vehicles. That lift puts Musk's net worth at $289 billion, which is more than the entire value of America's largest oil company, ExxonMobil. This is actually the second time this symbolic victory of electricity over fossil fuels happened. Musk's net worth also briefly surpassed Exxon's value earlier this year. An instructor at a Las Vegas area truck driver school believes teenagers may be the solution to the nationwide truck driver shortage. Abel Garcia reports.
From the clothes we wear to the groceries we buy, these essential items are transported through these large commercial vehicles. But as a result of the pandemic, finding drivers has become a problem.
We have nothing in Vegas. Food, water, gas, all of it is driven in.
But the age of the truck drivers may be getting younger. An instructor at A1 Truck Driver Training, Herona Godwin, says teenage drivers may be the solution to delayed shipping and low inventory of supplies.
Motar, cement, everything to make the beautiful homes, hotels, all that we have here, it's all driven in. So we would have nothing available without truckers.
Godwin has been going to many high school career fairs. She says we need to encourage younger generations to consider this career path. Not only does it pay well, but during the supply chain crisis, when container ships are stuck at ports waiting to be unloaded, she says drivers are desperately needed.
Before Corona, we get about 1 student a day. So that's 5 a week, trained over our brief course and stuff between 3 to 5 days. So they can hit the road and all that, get their new job. But now after the pandemic, it's about 1 every other day, just three new truckers each week.
President of the Nevada Trucking Association, Paul Enos, says part of the infrastructure bill the Senate approved would allow 18 to 20-year-olds to drive big rigs across state lines. Most states like Nevada allow people under 21 to get commercial driver's license, but federal rules currently restrict drivers to only work within state borders. Enos says the young age of the driver shouldn't be a factor, as there will be adequate training.
You need to have at least 400 hours of apprenticeship with an experienced driver. You have to have 240 hours driving. And on top of that, you need to have a truck equipped with safety systems.
Enos says he knows safety is a major concern, but these drivers will be trained properly before stepping foot inside of these trucks.
being able to go in and attract that new pool and have that additional pipeline of drivers being able to come into our system would be extremely beneficial right now to the trucking industry, the supply chain, and the economy as a whole.
If you're an Apple user, you now can keep verifiable COVID-19 vaccine and test information on your device. Providers can digitally sign the documents, then you can store them in the Health app. You also can transfer the vaccine card to Apple Wallet in order to display it. The features are available for iPhone and iPod Touch devices that are running iOS 15. A Nightmare on Elm Street becomes a hot buy in an LA street. And hold on for horse Halloween hoopla, coming up in today's Take a Look at This.
Navigating the real estate market can be a real nightmare. But horror movie fans could be looking at the house of their dreams because the home made famous by the Nightmare on Elm Street movie series is now up for sale in a Los Angeles neighborhood. A listing for the home, which isn't actually on Elm Street, features photos of a certain scary someone enjoying the Dutch colonial-style digs and all its features. And while the home itself is lovely, the price tag may scare you. It's listed for $3.25 million. And just to stay on spooky brand, the LA Times reports offers for the property are due by midnight on Halloween. Here's some scary spending news that may shock you. Americans are expected to spend a record $10 billion on Halloween this year. That's according to new stats from the National Retail Federation that predicts folks on average will spend $102 on Halloween-related goods like candy, pumpkins, and decorations. But most of it will be spent on, you guessed it, crazy and creepy costumes for adults, kids, and even pets. And really, can you ever have too much of animals and costumes? I say, nay. Just check out these South Dakota horses that halted the dressage to dress up for the Halloween season. The Suncatcher Therapeutic Riding Academy hosted a friendly competition where visitors could vote for their favorite festive filly or spooky stallion. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
That's it for today's news. For Fisher News Brief, I'm Kelsey Braun.